Welcome to Community Taking Action, ABCD's program highlighting people and organizations doing great things in and around the Boston community. Today, we are meeting with Tremaine Humans, who is the coordinator of the Millennium 10 initiative in Dorchester. Trey, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
What is the Millennium 10 initiative?
It's really a comprehensive plan that started 1989. This is the third iteration of a comprehensive community plan of various stakeholders in Common Square coming together and speaking over what they want next for the community. And Millennium 10, great news we got in 2010 where LISC, Local Initiative Support Corporation, came in and funded this planning process. And like I said, the residents came out, merchants came out, organizations, government agencies came out and really said, how can we really affect change in this neighborhood? And from there, a plan came together to put together 34 action strategies for this neighborhood to see implemented.
Would that be similar to, if it weren't community done, it might be government organized saying, well, this is what we want for this community, let's put it in motion and make it happen. But this is happening, but at the community level.
Millennium 10 is very neighborhood focused, and it's a different approach where a lot of plans can be more citywide, but because it's so neighborhood focused, it allows for the neighborhood to see really direct change and see it very quickly.
And which neighborhoods does Millennium 10 cover?
Yeah, Common Square and Four Corners
Okay.
But I got to know Common Square and the Four Corners neighborhood with a BU project that I worked on in the beginning of 2014.
So the initiative has been in place and moving along, and so I imagine you're up to speed on some of the things that preceded you, some of the background or history. Now, would that be, did the initiatives precede you, the strategies?
In 2010, began the planning process, and around 2011, about 200 residents got together and they formed these 34 action strategies.
Wow.
And so it was a really good time to not only see the residents that are in the neighborhood, but an opportunity to also hear from them and to see what they wanted in their community.
And so now you have a number of strategies and are implementing them, or are you still reviewing them and about to implement them?
We're actually in the implementation stages. In 2014, we've seen a lot of our action strategies actually carried out. And it was very exciting, not only for myself, but the residents as well. We're talking from transforming vacant lots to green space, seeing eyesores being transformed into community gardens, seeing a talent show have over, I think, 1,000 people at a talent show where kids came out and gave a performance for their community. And these are just small action strategies that really affected change in the neighborhood.
You had a number of small strategies like that. How did those come to be?
When we did the whole planning process, we got some money to do the implementation stages. And we started with the early wins that transitioned to the mini grant program that we had. And we awarded 20 projects in our neighborhood that, and it was very grassroots, and if someone had an idea for what they wanted to see that connected to the community contract to carry it out. We saw so many great projects from that mini grant program. Over, I would say, about 8,000 people participated.
Wow.
And this is from the farmers market in the winter and the summer, from a talent show, from an art show, which was phenomenal.
Talk about what's going on now and what you're excited about.
The Youth Job Hub, which is doing amazing work, and their goal is for every youth that wants a job in Common Square, Four Corners should have one.
Wow.
And that's between the ages of 14 to, I believe, about 22. And it's really good model that they're going by. There's the Men of Color, Men of Action group. And it's really good to see men of color in this neighborhood stepping up and being a voice in the community, because it is a vulnerable population.
And are they addressing issues particular to men of color?
They are.
Sure.
They are addressing issues and also being sort of a helpmate to those men of color in the neighborhood.
Nice.
We have the Financial Opportunity Center, which we're trying to get off the ground. We have the Business Co-op, which is the formation of our Merchants Association that started in 2014 and the collaboration between Common Square and Four Corners merchants. We have our Eco Innovation District, which is doing amazing work. I believe over 100 homes were retrofitted in the TNT neighborhood, Talbot Norfolk Triangle neighborhood. And even, I believe, about 16 businesses also were retrofitted. And those commercial places of business saw a 52% decrease in just 1 month in their bill. So
saving money.
Saving money. And that's what it's all about. We're really trying to allow this neighborhood to be healthy, vibrant, and also how can we save some costs in this neighborhood so that this neighborhood becomes more affordable.
Talk about the full employment concept, Youth Jobs Hub.
They started this summer, and I mean, they just been blowing my mind. The champion for that, Rachel Gardner, she's been doing such an amazing job. We've seen her take youth in the Common Square Four Corners neighborhood and develop just their employability skills throughout the summer. And it was one special moment when the Youth Hub actually received a grant, or awarded this grant, and one of the youth actually gave the acceptance speech.
Nice.
And her goal during this program for the Youth Job Hub was she wanted to enhance her speaking ability do public speaking. And so it was amazing to see her get up in front of a crowd of maybe 50 to 75 people and no nervous bone in her body and begin to speak. And that's just a small portion of what this Youth Job Hub is doing.
I heard that the youth themselves did door-to-door surveys.
They're going around in their neighborhood focus, going around the TNT neighborhood, Talbot Norfolk Triangle, and knocking on doors and talking to youth. And they have a really good survey model. They're actually using iPads, and they're documenting the answers to the survey.
How does someone get in touch with you or the Millennium 10 Initiative staff and folks?
Well, they can contact me. I don't mind giving my phone number, 617-825-4224, extension 126. You can also check out the website, which is www.mill-1010.org.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so I imagine we will be seeing more great things from you and the Millennium 10 Initiative. I really appreciate you coming on the program. We certainly, I think, will have to have you back on so we can get some updates.
Thank you.
Will you come back?
I will come back.
So we will be sure to get you back on. Thanks a lot, Trey.
Thank you.
That concludes our program for today. Be sure to tune in. If you've missed any episodes, you want to follow us on Facebook or Twitter. And if you missed the episodes, you can get them on YouTube. I'm your host, Eric Mitchell. Thank you for joining us today. This is Community Taking Action.